Well, I don't know if you all saw this morning. South Carolina, the treasurer, has said because of Disney's recent report, they have to pull Disney from their portfolio because they're not really sure what Disney's aim is as far as earning profits for their portfolio holders for retirement. And you see, this is going to become increasingly one of these things. Disney was a conservative bet in the market. It just kept slowly gaining value. But with this recent report, with them saying euphemisms such as, was it their view, their vision is misaligned with the public tastes, and that there should be kind of some more losses expected because of their social stance, something like that. So it really is that they're taking this self-righteous position with other people's money. Key to this, they're taking a self-righteous position with other people's money. This is now solidly the stage that a whole bunch of people within the company think that they don't answer to anybody. So this is a walk-away primer thing. This is something that if you look at the kind of the wokies and this new sort of activist type of mentality people will have about things, you'll see that this comes up a lot. There's these people that it just doesn't, the rules don't apply to them. They don't have to answer to anybody. They do it the way they want. People who have walked away, that you're school teachers, I'm betting you're kind of thinking of this, that even people who are very talented, kids who are not really bad kids, but they were already picking up on this, like, I'm going to do it the way I want. So that there was always a level that they couldn't, it's like, well, no, but the challenge is to try to do it this way, which is very difficult. But it's like, how do you get that across? How do you encourage them to make half that leap? To take the running leap at the challenge, I get it. I've been listening to more and more of these teachers who have left the job. And that's like, they really, it's an art. And education is an art. It's so that you're paid like an artist. That's tough. You're teaching the sciences, but you're paid as an artist. Or hopefully you're teaching the sciences. Anyway, but this is a very good example of the thing that started to pop up for the right wing. Okay, so now you have this is the first red state that's going to pull. There's going to be other funds and such that they're going to take the Disney out of their portfolio. There is going to be people selling off, holders selling off. We'll see how that goes. But the big thing is that I wanted to get across that it was that even with, say, over and over and over again, people saying, we don't really like what you're making, that they then attack the audience like it's like tee-hee, giggling behind their sleeves on Twitter, going after the audience itself, to the point that now you're regularly seeing in print all these things about how this movie is going to be so controversial because of how it dunks on white guys. Like almost every other movie in some way, shape, or form fundamentally is based around that idea. Like, because it's avant-garde, it dunks on whitey, and it takes a story everyone likes and alters it in a way that makes it nonsensical and unlikable and the person who's acting is robotic, is a robotic personality, and so it just has to be that. So that's why a big part of the right walking away. So there's a guy named Edward Dutton who gets into where genetics and behavior cross. And he's like, no, what you're seeing are people that, okay, they have bad taste. That's genetic. Everyone not liking what they like, he goes, that's not some kind of spiritual phenomenon. He's like, that's genetics. Bad taste is genetic. And he's like, and then this idea of going out of one's way to like lose everybody money on projects and things like that. He's like, no, that's an antisocial thing. He goes, that's genetic. He goes, what we're seeing is kind of this sort of rebellion at a genetic level of sort of the monstrous in the Western world that have lived through a time where nothing kills babies. It's walking way into a big space.